They go for a very early duo, nice, not like the best duo roaming, let's say, but this is kind of what they've had great success with Bulba on the Rubick.
Is it aggressive enough? Can they rotate enough?
It's nice. It fits a lot of things that they kind of wanted. They have now a real an instant disable to help set up for the Nyx. The no field is actually pretty effective versus Sanking, Coddle, and Shadow Fiend.
It's a good counter against the Clockwork too when he first jumps in.
Exactly.
Instead of just always having to use the SD disruption to save whoever is initiated on.
I like the pickup. It's very good. You steal the Sanking stun raises, lifting people out of the cogs. You have a lot of different tools you can use this Rubick for.
It's going to be nice to not see Miracle on the Nyx Assassin, because I highly doubt they're going to run a Nyx versus SF in the mid, especially with SF with early souls.
Yeah.
So this would actually have to be a mind control Nyx Assassin.
What do you think about the idea of running the aggressive trialing with the Luna Rubick Shadow Demon, and then making sure that by having that aggressive trialing, you force Clockwork and Coddle to be top all the time, meaning your mid lane is just going to be Shadow Fiend plus whoever they're just going to face?
Aggressiving into a Coddle can always be kind of risky, just because of the Illuminate factor. It just makes you burn all your regions so quickly, and if you... I mean, in an aggro tri-lane, your regen is pretty much your saving grace to stay up there, so it's a little bit risky, but it could be a possibility that they're thinking about.
You'd have to have like really good vision though.
Yeah,
like you need to have like the perfect obs. Because the Coddle can always just sit in like any little crevice in the trees and then just illuminate spam out. Doesn't hit the wave, always hits the heroes, and life is beyond difficult. I like the ban from Ramsey taking out that Razor. Would have been probably one of the best matchups they could have gotten against the SF.
Ursa ban. I was thinking that they could have thought about a TA, but it's on a Radiant side, and it's a good matchup for the Shadow Fiend, but not when he's full souled at the start. So.
Ooh,
okay. So they're gonna go for the Nyx
or Rubick?
Nyx mid or Rubick mid. Oh, that's true. They could still even do the Rubick mid. It's unlikely, but it is something that they've done because Miracle Rubick.
What is that? What are you playing?
Sorry, we're just checking the stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
So
you did a great job, guys.
Okay,
that's why we're here.
It comes through on the microphone as well.
We're hearing you check the stream.
Omninet, though, is a pretty cute solution to a lot of what BP has. The Repel is very good versus all their spell damage, as we mentioned before, and the Guardian Angel is pretty nice, but that Juggernaut pick, that looks pretty effective. They only have a single core Luna, even though they have a Shadow Demon, and it is a core Rubick. Bulba's playing the Nyx.
Well, this is going to be fun.
My control midnight. Well, okay, so we have resident caster combo here. Is Odie Pixel and God's Parker.
Yeah.
Already be
We're going to need you, Sheep, to do some audio tech.
What's the audio tech that I'm doing?
So on the 3 ones closest to you.
Yeah.
You see like the 3 mic inputs.
Yeah.
On those strips, take those 3 white faders all the way down. No, pull them.
No, dude.
She's talking about that.
I know. I'm not even trying to pull them. You mean these?
That will shut you guys up.
Okay, well, have fun with the cast then, and see you after. Bye.
Okay. And now Shiva shout. Say something, see if it still works. Beautiful, but you still hear me in Gods. Beautiful. We've done it. We've actually done it.
She's just got a future in technical directing.
There we go. We'll have you in the studio. But the final test, of course, is if people can hear us in game, which, according to this, it should work.
It's going.
It's going.
It's a little white bubble.
Predicted. Did you see actually in the update they have actually fixed dictions?
To what? So you get points for them?
No, I think just so that they're not 0 on everything.
Oh, okay. So, I don't care about them then. No points. No. But Kuro playing carry again. We've got a Luna.
Oh yeah, it's a Miracle Rubick.
Miracle playing mid Rubick. Oh,
Miracle Rubick. Kuroki Luna.
Nice.
And so Matthew, what's he playing? The Omni Knight. Oh, sorry, Mind Control Omni Knight, and then
mid Rubick, carry Luna, and that means Matu on the support Shadow Demon.
Oh, what is going on? Some crazy stuff once again from Liquid. Switching up the roles, like we started to see them do in the group stages. I do love it. I do like it. And over on VP, more standard
the
stuff.
SF is the hero to look at, using the fountain,
good old abuse. Look at this. Absolutely dirty. I love it.
More cogs. Means they're not getting a bounty rune, I believe. I'm curious to see how that plays out, because they're not going to get out there in time, but obviously getting a lot of damage is better than getting...
I mean, walking into lane with, 76 right click.
Yeah. I think Liquid realize this too, because they're actually positioned to get both bounty runes.
Is the stream alright? What?
This ain't no snowball fight.
Oh, it's... Oh, this is going to be a different kind of cast, I guess.
We'll fix that after the game. Hopefully it's not too far.
Could be an interesting first cast. Also, we have Streamtail's Secret vs Liquid. We can't get anything right today.
Oh, we can't. It's early morning. I mean, we're not used to getting up this early in casting. Yeah. Oh dear. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, mid lane at the moment, Miracle, having to deal with both Lil and No One. I'm sure our voices are right. I think it must just be your voices, guys.
I'm on their thing as well, aren't I?
Oh, so am I.
Right.
It probably just adds to the maturity of the stream. Oh. There you go, down bottom lane. Bulba looking to go in on to Pasha. Pasha hasn't got Pearl Strike, he's already used it. And this could be a first blood. Liquid surrounding Bulba to take him down.
Bulba, body block too. Yeah, nicely played.
Bulba stepping it up here for the playoffs, which is, he gets a lot of flack.
He gets a lot of flack.
He had some good games in the group stages.
I'd say being one of their most standout players in the group stages and just during the qualifiers itself specifically. He's to me been one of the standout players. Him and Kuro, I think, have been the two that stand out. I think Miracle's had a few rough games. Matu's had games. Miracle and Matu have just been hit or miss, is how I look at it. Whereas Bulba's been very consistently impressive.
Up on this top line, mind control. He's doing alright. I guess this is it's a pretty dangerous lane, isn't it, for him? If Lil gets a wraparound, or is he always going to feel safe with the repel and the purification?
It's dangerous just because if you get hit by the Cogs mana burn too much, you're going to be out of mana and you can't actually purify. That's where, there we go, gets hit again. Has the repel here, so the Blade Fury won't be able to kill him, but they are going to just look to right-click him down.
He's just turning a man up against the clockwork.
Hey, Ramsey's is like, you're on your own, buddy. Can't Blade Fury either.
He should be fine, because he's got the Blade Fury, but he knows he can't really use it offensively. So Mind Control kind of owning this lane at the moment, scaring them off. Lil has to kill himself for the quick way back to base. And bottom lane, Bulba again, over the wraparound. Matsu, actually going to go for that one. I guess worrying that, well, Solo is there with Illuminate that could cause issues. Miracle's picked up an invis rune, heading back towards mid. CS at the moment, 10 for 1 against 14 for 20. Obviously those denies have been exaggerated because of the cogs in the base that was utilised. Which is interesting indeed. I mean, the question is this something that will get patched, gods? Or will they always remain the souls in the cogs?
I think it's fine. It's such a specific two-hero combo.
But what if Clockwork really starts to come back into the meta as he kind of is? I think at that point, maybe OS Frog's like,
it's fine because neither hero is in the meta. It's like SF is particularly... SF and Clockwork are both like low-tier-ish heroes. Like they're both very situational. Not to say they're bad and you shouldn't pick them, obviously. They pick two heroes that you'd consider low-tier, but they're both like below like 50th percentile as far as where they fit on the hierarchy of the heroes right now. Maybe around that middle tier, but SF I'd say particularly is very situational.
Well, at the moment, CS-wise for the two safe laners, 15 for 6 for Kuroki, the true carry here at the moment for Liquid, and 18 for 4 up for Ramses. Mid lane, let's see if... I mean, at the moment, to be fair to Miracle, 15 against the 20. Against an SF that used the cogs to get those right clicks. And Miracle's doing all right in this mid lane.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you look at when the SF's being fed the denies. Just see the actual raw last hits, and that's where Rubick is doing just fine. It's not even a hero that has to win the CS battle mid. You're more putting around the hero mid as a tempo controller to get levels. And we'll have another kill. This one at top lane, Clockwork gets found out.
Yeah, Bulba and Mind Control have joined forces as Lil started to look for a tower dive. And Jug's back in lane now. Healing one himself.
Yeah. Fleet on mana.
Yeah.
He's got a mango, but can't really go aggressive when Mind Control has that one value point in repel.
Well, Miracle and no one looking for the raises, but Miracle's there with a quick telekinesis down to low ground. Very nice to take away the SF. Let's see. On Bulba, level 2 as well. Actually going to go for a solo smoke. We'll see what he's going to look towards. He is going to look to try and catch out no one in the mid lane.
Yeah, he's got Shadow Demon in the neighborhood as well.
This is Shadow Demon dangerous. And no one is in a lot of trouble now. 3 heroes surround him as the combo. And he is unlikely to get his way out of that one. A quick fade bolt to the back from Miracle. Finishes off the SF. And Liquid now leading 3 for 0.
Oh, very good start. Some nice moves coming out.
Yeah.
With the rotation on the Shadow Fiend, the kills from Bolt. Bolt has been in all three of these. He's been in a kill at bottom lane, then top lane, and now mid lane. He's been very active on it. And support that often you find like a struggle to get involved with Nyx as a 4 position because you kind of need levels. You're not the best roamer, but Bulba is making it work and making it work fantastically well.
Bottom lane solo in trouble and taken down. Another kill for Liquid. Superman and Kuroki joining forces for that. Yeah, this looks like plays after Liquid. Plays for Liquid at the moment.
Flawless group stage from them.
Mind control. It got cooked in with the clock. But it looks like the purification nuke takes Lil down.
The D-Gen, he's just crushing. He may actually get aggressive on Ramses here. That's the healing ward up, which makes it a little bit more tricky, but mind control is wrecking.
This is insane start here for Liquid. Obviously still the farm looking okay for Ramses. And no one in that mid lane, still top of the CS, but in terms of kills and rotations from the supports, Liquid just coming out on top of the moment. And getting a good stack done here.
Yeah, if you're VP, you just have to be able to avoid these ganks. There's not really any easy moves for them to make. One of the weak parts of having this Clockwork coddle is that they're not really ganking supports. Clockwork needs a level 6, so he's probably just going to stay top, try and do some pulls, some stacks to get that.
Mind control at top, I mean,
that was...
Yes, he was scared of the right clicks. I mean, Ramses, he did have a mango.
Was he expecting maybe he just didn't see Jug was only level 5? Because that was almost like he was expecting an Omni Slash or something.
I was going to say, that was...
But then Jug's level 5. Either way, it's not the end of the world. Could just be a taunting Guardian Angel, like, hey, I'm going back to base, let me throw a Guardian Angel for funsies.
I guess so.
But
it's a long-ass cooldown.
Yeah. It's not the only cooldown you use in the early game, but against the Jug, you might actually need it because of the Omni Slash, so that's where it is a bit costly there. Mind control, but he'll be playing without it for a little bit. Has a Iron Talon. He can rotate into the jungle to farm a bit if he wants to and doesn't feel too safe and secure. He'll TP back top for now.
Yeah, we'll see mid lane have a bit of a wraparound as 9 passive ready to go. Looking for Miracle into the stun. Miracle, is he going to be saved? No, he's not. Taken down. Over hits a nice stun, but not enough for anyone of the rest of the side Liquid to come in. So VP getting their first kill on the board, and maybe a Rubick, but it is that mid Rubick. So
yeah. Talk about how it can be hard for the supports to roam, but the tanking is the hero who is good at roaming, and that's where Pasha's like, well, I'm an offlaner, but I'm just going to leave Coddle down bottom. Solo's going to kind of take over that lane to get farm and XP, and he's just going to look to jungle and help out where he can in the mid lane. Just stay missing off the map and kind of try and strike fear in Liquid, make them play more cautiously, and give your team a bit of an edge in the lanes.
Bottom lane, Solo just doing his best to keep the push back from Kuroki. Kuroki looking very scary now, reaching on to level 7. Oh, we will restart the stream. It looks like our endeavor into 1080 may not have worked. So,
is that what's causing the audio issues?
It could be that as well. Okay. Alright, so we will do that. Apologies, stream. It shouldn't be too bad because it will keep going, and then it should just drop off the 5 minutes and reset. So. Yeah, that could be actually what's causing the audio issues, because it's like CPU's like we can't do 1080. We do not have the means.
All right.
Come on.
Someone better help Dyer's middle tower.
Do we have to wait the 5 minutes for the delay to catch up?
Yeah. Well, we can set it.
Dyer's middle tower is
yeah, I guess it's stream. I will just do.
It looks like Dyer's fortified their structures. Someone better help Dyer's middle tower.
God damn, fuckers. Oh dear, oh dear. There's nothing wrong with the audio. Oh.
Tower has fallen.
Short time though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry about that. Viewers in Dota TV?
Yeah, Dota TV is still with us.
Hello, hello.
Shout out to you guys. Apologies for this. First game of the day. Where the hell is the setting?
Then you look up.
I heard it. There we go. Right, in 5 minutes, it should be back on Twitch, and then we won't have any issues. I'm going to cross my fingers and pray. Anyway, we're back. As it seems we didn't really miss too much in the game. 5 for 1 still.
Yeah, with no kills. There was a move towards mid. Kuro rotated. They took down a T1 tower.
Yep.
That's probably been the main thing that's happened since we've been gone. And there's an Invis Rubick top looking to find some kill opportunities. Has stolen Raid, which is a pretty high damage nuke at this stage, so you have to be careful of. Yep, they're going in.
Yeah, Ramses gets the Blade Fury off. He's going to go for the Blade Fury. TP Kuroki, if he gets a right click, he could do it, but no, not there quite in time. Ramses getting himself away from the rotation of 4 for Liquid, but I guess Liquid's scared about the lane and should be able to get another tower from this.
I couldn't tell if it looked like the purification didn't do damage to him potentially.
Yeah, he was standing right next to him under the Blade Fury.
The raise plus Fatal did a ton of damage, but then I saw the purification get used and did not much.
No one actually went for the Requiem, but Mind Control managed to get the repel off, so it was alright. Nice ult, buddy.
He's got haste though, he's chasing down, needs one more raise, not gonna go for it, he didn't want to
He's
commit.
scared of the TPs from someone like Bulba, something with a stun. And Lil's not scared though, goes straight in with the hook shot, Mind Control. He's got repel in a second, he will get it off in time. GA as well, so Lil actually can't finish off the job here. Bulba comes out of the Vendetta and Lil's going to be taken down in Mind Control. Just laughs his way back to the base.
Yeah, meanwhile top there taking a T1 tower as well. Liquid making all the right moves as they prevent the kill at mid. They take the top T1 tower. Miracle's getting some good farm on his Rubick. Everything coming up Liquid so far here in game number 1. Top seed VP, they chose Liquid as their opponent. They thought they had the tools to beat them, but so far game 1 has not been in their favor.
Pasha still working towards that Blink Dagger timing on the SK, trying to get some tools together for that big team fight. And no one as well. Be interested to see what he picks up first. 1800, I mean, is this going to be another, we saw obviously Shadow Blade first on the SF the other day, or do you think you need something else in a game going at this pace?
Ooh. The Shadow Blade's one of those times where if Liquid start just 5-manning taking towers, it's not going to help you a whole lot, but it helps you find pickoffs. So yeah, he's going to go for it. I think he feels like the game is not all that lost. He's still farming well. He is actually top of the net worth.
Yeah,
so
him and Ramses are doing alright.
When you're ahead like this, Shadow Blade can still be a very good item.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Wow, Miracle. Invis again. He's getting so much.
Stolen Blade Fury as well.
He can get this kill. Oh, Sentry comes out.
Ay, Fable. Telekinesis and the Blade Fury. So if he gets himself away, Cameron to help with Lil's cogs. And the hook shot holding Miracle in place. And Miracle, he had the stolen hook shot. He reached out, but nothing to grab onto. So he doesn't get himself away there.
That was good play from Lil. Just being right place, right time. I mean, he maybe didn't know he had to be there, but getting that cogs off, getting Coddle free, and getting that return kill is huge.
Can the two of them actually finish off Shadowfiend?
So he hasn't got a range drop, so I believe they can, yeah.
With Demonic Verge, they certainly have a good job at it. Kuroki coming in as well to pick up the glory, take the kill. And they will find it there. Liquid now 7 for 2. VP keeping up the farm, but in terms of the skirmishes, just seeming to be that step ahead.
Yeah, they've seen the Claymore now, so they know that Shadow Blade's coming. There's not going to be any surprise factor from it. It's just a matter, I guess, of when. But right now, the vision for Liquid's good. They've got that lane ward at mid. They've taken down some towers. They're getting good map control. They've shut down the Sankey in the off lane. He still doesn't have a Blink Dagger. His farm is just not really progressing. Meanwhile, on the side of Liquid, you've got the 4th position Nyx, who's got decent farm, has Arcane Boots, Staff of Wizardry. Rubick's doing... He's not as farmed as SF, but you're not running the mid Rubick to keep up in farm with an SF. You're just running him to make plays, move around the map, and that's what we've seen Miracle do, despite dying twice this game. So I think Liquid are overall happy with how things are going. They just need to keep grouping up around the Luna every now and then to push some towers. The Eclipse being the scary spell that VP just don't really want to fight into. It's just a level 1 Eclipse still, so Liquid may be around that level 11 Lunas where they're perhaps going to reach a nice little peak and be able to just 5-man or 4-man down towers.
I mean, I guess when these kind of pushes come through, like down bottom, VP are just much more interested in making sure that Ramses is keeping on par with the farm. They just do not want to come anywhere near these kind of sieges at the moment.
Coddle has max Illuminate first, so level 7 Coddle with 4 points in Illuminate will get caught out behind the tower though.
And then she get this Mind Control coming in with the Purification and the nuke damage there from the Purification and Lucent Beam, blowing up the old man.
That's a great play. Catching Coddles is it's one of those things where you know as a caller you're sitting back blasting. Your job is to blast without getting caught, and finding him there is no easy feat for Bulba. So It's a key pick-off, which could get them a second tower, or at least some damage on this second tower. The Dragonlance is unfortunately back at base for Kuro, so he doesn't have it for this push right now. But he's still doing some good damage. Has 4 points in the Moonglaive, so getting near this tower is always very tricky as well because of the bouncing damage that comes off it. As the illusions now kick in, Matu has maxed that by level 7, so this is maxed out Shadow Demon illusions.
Yep.
Basically, this is better than having a Manta style, having a Shadow Demon at this stage. These illusions do more than the Manta.
Bottom lane. MVP trying to do their best with the Illuminate.
And Bulba just thinks it. He's like, I'm just going to walk into it, pop a Carapace, and harass the Coddle.
And this is going to be, more tower gold into the pocket of Liquid. I mean, to get away with these pushes with nothing being lost at the trade-off. I mean, the most Ramses is getting space. No one's back towards the mid lane. Has the Shadow Blade finished up?
This 5-man is so unstoppable. You've got Omni with the heal and the repel. You've got the heal. There's a stolen healing ward. I was about to say, they have a jug on the team. It suddenly clicked. I was like, wait a second, they don't have a jug. They've stolen healing ward. And the Shadow Demon illusions on Luna, who now has, that was without the Dragonlance. Now there's a Dragonlance in the mix as well. This game gets even tougher for VP. Yeah, it feels like Liquid are just going to have to go from tower to tower, at least outer tower to outer tower. It gets tougher when you talk about pushing high ground. But that's just where you just need another item or two. Get Luna one more big item, be it the Manta style, something like a BKB, whatever it's going to be, and then you go for the high ground. It's definitely a BKB game at some point, it's just a matter of when. And Sanking with Blink Dagger, VP, they know if they just sit back and let Liquid kind of dictate tempo, they're going to lose all their towers. If they're smoking up, they're making a play.
So if Lil can get the lead in with the hookshot potentially. And indeed, as you said, Pasha with this Blink reveals. Hoping to be big for VP. No, VP aren't going to find anything. Liquid themselves, they may just go for a bit of action, and indeed they do. Vendetta up from Bulba, and the backup into this cover of the smoke. Bulba actually might pop the smoke as he comes in for the low ground, and indeed he does. What's the reaction like VP? They drop the sentry down, immediate jump in on the Nix's hand. Miracle coming in with a stolen Boris strike. Answer to beautifully done. In comes the Eclipse, and Kuroki's turned up with the boys. You ain't killing Bulba. No bullying Bulba, Liquid says. And VP lose 2. Even though they react in time, they're just great plays from Miracle coming in immediately, stealing the Burrow Strike and hitting 2 heroes. Yeah,
he didn't hesitate, just went in, blinked up, committed, knew he could save Bulba and win them that engagement. That is very big for Team Liquid. Another tower with ease. They're looking for the backline here. They've summed up that puddle, and it looks like this should be a kill. Yep, even heal Miracle in the process.
Liquid.
This is looking like, I mean, Liquid, they had a good group stage. They finished was third place, had a decent performance, but this is by far their best played game of, I mean, since they've played with this new roster that I've seen. I've never seen them play so coordinated, so polished. This is just great data to watch from Liquid.
Liquid, they're just saving the strats. Yeah, the strats are coming out right now.
It really feels like that way right now. They're saving the good plays for now, when it matters. Even the group stage is like, it was...
Oh, he did it! He did it! Got it off the jug! Oh, the stolen Omni! Miracle! Let's see some more games with him playing Mid Rubick, please. Thank you very much.
It's crazy that some of Liquid's best games have had stuff like Mid Rubick, which is just super unconventional. But that's what you need with a team where you've got the Matu with Miracle duo, where like how they both get farmed. In this game, it's like Miracle's not farming Matu. That's the crazy thing about this game. Miracle is on a non-farming hero. Matu's on a 5-position support. The farming player is Kuro. No one would have believed you if you said you've got these 2 9k players, the mid-prodigy Miracle, Matu, one of the best character players in the world, and neither of them is farming creeps. You've got Kuro doing that. That's just absolutely mind-boggling, and it's working. It's winning Liquid game 1 right now. VP just don't have any answers, it seems.
I mean, whilst this all goes down, though, Ramses and no one still in good positions, but
they've got farm. They just can't fight into the 5-man. You going into that is just so tricky. Perhaps the Shadow Fiend BKB timing makes life a little bit easier. You're not going to die to the Eclipse and the Nyx Assassin, but that's where Omni Knight, having level 11, he went back for a Midas, so he's going to have maxed out Repel, maxed out Purification. He's just, this is a hero that's more level dependent than item dependent. He's going to become a big problem. Could even go into like a mech and Grieve now if he really wants to, but I mean, for Mind Control, it can go absolutely any direction. He's pretty farmed, has lots of levels. Any utility item that he so pleases can work. Maybe even goes for a Blink Dagger as well.
And Pasha trying to get away with taking the tier 1 with the Timmerman. Should be able to pull these creatures around, get the denial. I'd say that Pasha actually might come in and see if he can still take it. Pasha. Hey! Oh! He wants it! He's not going to get it. Got to get himself out. And Matsu will find the deny at the end of the day. Miracle halfway towards that Aghanims. And I guess in a game like this, getting that Aghanims is pretty tasty. A lot of nice axe upgrades on the side of VP.
Yeah, the Aghanims upgrade's pretty good, and just stealing, being able to have that low cooldown. So
Yeah,
you can
absolutely.
use a spell, steal spell, use it, and just steal something new. Be this constant spam of spells in a fight, get a Burrow Strike, and then steal like a Battery Assault if you can, and just take a raise, whatever it is. Just keep spamming spells away with the spell. So like you say, the Aghs upgrade for the Omni Slash, which he's still got in his hands, could be very potent, although that may have expired by the time he actually gets the Aghanim Scepter.
The Roche Pit, VP go. Liquid not in a position at all to contest this, so it looks like they will get away with this one. Got Bulba heading in the direction, but now VP, they'll find this. Three roasted boys, as no one will take it, and also only 100 gold away from the BKB. Kroki in the mid, 2.3 KO over the Yasha. Do we know, is the stream working, guys? Is it bad news or good? Okay. The video is fine. Okay, so the stream is fine. It's just an audio.
Alright, we'll try and figure that out after this game.
We will try and figure that out after this game ends, which could be fairly shortly if Liquid continue these kind of pushes.
Yeah, this is one of those
VP needs to have an
games
answer.
that could end in the next 5 minutes if Liquid just keeps steamrolling. VP to make a stand at some point. The BKB comes out for SF. They are looking for trades at the bottom lane. They trade tier 2 for tier 2, but Liquid's just going to push harder.
Oh yeah, who's going to push who's back first? VP might want to man up and try
VP don't want to fight though, even though they push slower, they still want to trade. The FD illusions with the Manta style illusions, with an Alpha Wolf, Kuro's done a good job of taking hold of that. That's actually not bad. SF, the Jug, doing some good damage here. Trade, a Rax trade, this is
That's incredibly close.
result for VP.
Oh yeah, VP are back in. Okay, they say no more messing, no one's coming in. Oh, he tried for the Miracle actually, even stops the ult there. With second he's gone to Solo. Miracle falling low, falling down. Solo will go down in response. Good evidence to coming for Night Pasture. Kuroki with the Eclipse, that could be about to turn it around the right, because was Kuroki just about to get Ramses, gets the Onyx Slash up onto mind control, but didn't finally get the kill. Yours now onto Ramses, can they finish this man off? He turns around, but Kuroki is just too strong, takes down one, will lose his life. It's a triple kill for Noah, but Bulba coming in, looking for the cleanup, hits the stun. Oh my god.
Be happy about that one.
Now, could they get anything more? Bulba at the moment with the mana leak on him.
Getting this mini Rex is tricky, but mind control going for it as an Omni. He thought about it. He got 2 right clicks in, and then he's like, "Oh, wait a second, I'm an Omni Knight."
And meanwhile, bottom lane, they didn't lose the range, but the melee were taking heavy fire.
You can see where if VP had stayed, it would have been a bit of a rack trade there. It's interesting since they're the ones who decided to back off when they're kind of playing from behind a little bit. They felt like they could take that fight. They had Aegis BKB on Shadow Fiend, which is where it could have been a very favorable fight for them. Chug can still have Diffusal Blade still, so the Omni Knights is remaining a problem until they finish a Diffusal Blade. They did a good job picking up the support at the start. It was just the Luna who was just a bit too strong and hard to deal with. They only kill her on the SF's second life after losing Juggernaut. So, all in all, a hold for VP. They lose a range Rax. I still feel like that's a hold just because that's just a minor nuisance losing a range Rax, but not the melee. So,
what does Kuroki go for next? Does he get something like a BKB to help him just man fight and sit on the high ground, or is he just going to continue with that, get Butterfly online, get that base?
Fight like that, I think Butterfly probably helps you a bit more against the SF and Jug, but the BKB is going to help more against the Clock, Coddle, and Sanking. But with Repel on his side, I almost want to say the Butterfly works just fine. Other options is like kind of maybe cheesier is like the Lincoln Sphere, because Lincoln's means that the Repel can't be purged off, at least not easily. The longer cooldown Diffusal Blade makes purging off Repel very tricky against the Lincoln's Luna. But I imagine more likely we see a Butterfly or a BKB.
Let's see what Bulba can find. Cleaning up the bottom lane. Ready to see if he catches anyone on VP, but VP already back up to the base, back up to their own side of the map, but I think we can see good vision from Liquid over here. Well, until now, Pasha out with the gem, able to take down the high ground more. Liquid still have this nice bit of vision there, though, towards the mid lane, so Liquid may have the intel they need to know that they can try again for maybe a bit of a siege down on the bottom lane. Silver Edge is complete, though, on Shadow Fiend.
That's handy. Like, you got to reduce the damage output of some of these Radiant heroes.
Yeah.
Make life a lot easier in these fights. Yeah, Liquid are ready to just poke and prod at this bottom high ground. They picked up an Eagle Song, so it will be the Butterfly Shiro.
We'll see. Kuro gets away with this, how much he can get done. The tier 3 already falling pretty low. That's disruption from Matu to save Kuroki from the Illuminate. No one's trying to come forward, but the glaives at the moment just forcing him back. Kuroki to find the tier 3, and he's just going to continue beating down onto the melee Rex. Look at the damage. It's as you said, VP just seem unable to do anything about it at this stage. They will hook on in, but the melee Rex already down, and Kuroki just gets out. Would be a quick jump stack coming in onto the back lines. Actually tried to come through this, but he's been stunned up. Get himself forced back. They have taken down Kuroki. They're all incredibly low, though. Miracle might just be about to clean up here. Coming in with the Fade Bolt. It's a triple kill, and that's GG. You just got triple killed by a Rubick. Ramses is the hell out of there.
Wow.
Oh.
They killed Luna, but yeah, it cost them too much. Losing a second half lane at least. They lost the full bottom lane, half of the top lane.
Oh, boy.
This early on is just brutal, and Liquid steamroll their